Now, your forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Well, good evening to you. Scattered showers and thunderstorms continue to move across the area. Good little cell just rolling through the Springfield area right now. And additional showers here are a place where they've seen a lot of rain in the past 24 hours into Moultrie County, Lovington and Bethany, back towards Arthur. And all of this continues to kind of move off here to the north and east. Off and on rain is expected as we go throughout much of this evening. Now, temperatures, depending upon where you are, a little warmer. You may not have had as much rain. 81 in Effingham. A little cooler. Springfield only at 72 degrees. So again, scattered showers and storms will be possible through tonight. We'll talk about how we catch a little bit of a break before even more rain heads our way. And the latest on the flooding coming up. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
We showed you pictures of Brent Christensen's apartment, why the FBI says Ying Zhang was definitely there.
Years of drama behind a wind farm in one town just came to a head. How the Douglas County Board voted today.
I could go down the street and tell you who lived in every house.
But those days changed after General Motors moved out of town. How our town, Tilton, made a comeback.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
It was day 6 of Brent Christensen's trial, and the FBI says DNA evidence proves Ying Zhang was in Christensen's apartment. Good evening. I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. A forensic examiner testified that Zhang's DNA was found on a piece of carpet under Christensen's bed. Zhang disappeared 2 years ago. Christensen is charged with kidnapping and killing her. WCIA 3's Aaron Eads is live in Peoria. Aaron, the FBI says it's more than likely that Zhang and Christensen were in the same room together.
Yeah, 97 octillion to 1. Those are the odds. The FBI says the DNA they found wasn't Zhang's. That's 97 followed by 27 zeros, and it's astronomically larger than the number of people who have ever lived. Now, last night, we showed you pictures of the inside of Christensen's apartment and told you the FBI collected samples of carpet, drywall, and piping, in addition to all the other items they seized. Today, an FBI forensic examiner based at their headquarters in Quantico, Virginia, testified that investigators got a profile of Zhang's DNA from a toothbrush in her apartment. That matched with DNA they found on Christensen's carpet, baseball bat, and the stains on the mattress. The baseball bat and mattress matches were not as certain. Their likelihood ratios were only 1 in 33 octillion and 1 in 44 sextillion, but you get the idea. The defense cross-examined the forensic examiner, and she testified it was impossible to know what biological material the DNA came from. So even if the FBI tested what they confirmed to be blood, the DNA still could have come from skin or nails or something else. The defense was trying to call into question what exactly happened inside Christensen's apartment, but they didn't dispute the fact that Zhang was there. Now, right now, Christensen's ex-girlfriend is inside on the witness stand testifying. She's the one who wore a wire recording him saying gruesome things. We're going to tell you more tonight about what she said today, coming up tonight at 6. Live in Peoria, Aaron Eads, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Aaron, I haven't asked you about the jury's reaction to all of this. I've been in a courtroom during DNA evidence, and it can get very tedious, the numbers, and you're talking all these zeros and whatnot. What is the jury's reaction to some of this testimony here today?
Right, well, throughout the entire trial, the jury has been diligently taking notes. They haven't reacted to a whole lot. They've been kind of looking back and forth between what the witnesses say, what the attorneys are presenting, and how Christensen's reacting to it. But for the most part, they've remained stoic. They look like they are seriously considering all the evidence being presented.
All right, they're engaged in it all. All right, thank you so much. We'll see you again at 6. And we will continue to give you the latest updates from the trial, even when we are not on air. Just download the WCIA 3 News app to get those alerts.
We have an update on the drowning death of a teenager with autism in Macon County. The coroner says Dominic Walker's death is officially being ruled an accident. Walker was missing for 6 days before his body was found in Dreamland Lake. He says the coroner's jury heard testimony from a family member and juvenile detective. They then ruled his death accidental in nature.
A Champaign woman was sentenced to 3.5 years for hurting a baby at her home daycare. 59-year-old Debbie May entered an ALFORD plea to aggravated battery. It lets defendants maintain their innocence while admitting there's enough evidence for a jury to convict. May was caring for Rowan Kading in 2014. Her violent shaking or hitting of the baby left him with cerebral palsy, spasms, and nonverbal. The baby's family is now suing May.
We have new details tonight. A suspect was arrested in a shooting at the Econo Lodge in Decatur. Police say 25-year-old Devonta Bond shot a man in the back. He's charged with armed robbery and attempted murder. Police are still investigating.
A building was evacuated after reports of smoke in a men's restroom. Champaign fire crews responded to the Holiday Inn on Neal Street. Fire officials say when they went in, they didn't find any fire. They think an air unit burned and pushed smoke through the vent.
It's Safety Stand-Down Week for firefighters, a time when they learn about a potential danger and how to prevent it. The focus this week is the risk of cancer for firefighters. They face a 9 to 14% higher chance of cancer than the general population. That percentage hasn't always been the case. It's actually the increase in building materials that have plastic that's leading to the increase. Now, when plastic burns, it releases carcinogens into the air. Those carcinogens are what can eventually lead to cancer.
We would stay dirty for hours. Like, we just didn't think about it. It was kind of cool to be dirty. You're a fireman. Now that's not cool. We need to get that person back in service, which means we need to get that stuff off them.
One of the best ways they can reduce their risk is washing their gear as quickly as possible after a fire. And when it's warm outside, they can also wash themselves off while they're on site.
A group in Paxton is looking for volunteers to help keep the community safe. The Emergency Management Agency is down to only 7 from their usual 15 volunteers. The EMA assists Paxton Fire and Police in roles such as traffic control and storm spotting. Paxton says about 3 to 5 new members would be enough for good protection.
One county and one city voted on renewable energy, which decided to allow a wind farm and which said no to solar energy.
Plus, most Americans celebrate independence on the 4th of July. Why, for many others, June 19th is the day they celebrate true freedom.